right, it's time for another end of the day PulseWave report with yours truly, the Outgo Capitalist, aka the Vulcan, coming to you live from PulseWaveTrading.com, home of the world famous PulseWave price trigger reports. We're going to make this one as quick as possible. I just want to go over some charts, make this like a lightning round. I just want to show you what has been going on here recently. If you've been following along, take a look at your gold now. Gold is acting like it may have found a support here. So we have a rally alert buy signal for tonight into tomorrow's trading. Check your dashboard on that one. Overhead trend line resistance is the initial target, followed by the bottom of the Kumo cloud. Next up, I want to take a look at the euro dollar. This euro dollar is still in the bear zone, and rallies are still being sold off here. Doesn't look like we've quite found the bottom yet. It was looking like it was a possibility to retrace back up to the bottom of the Kumo cloud and then ultimately the overhead trend line resistance, but right now that is not the case. It is not the case. I repeat, not the case. And one of the reasons for that is the strong dollar. The dollar broke out again today. All right, so the bulls are in control of this dollar. It is getting now a little bit long in the tooth, trying to get up to that 95.50. So you got to watch that just to see how much energy is behind it. Another interesting one here is Facebook. Now look at Facebook. It's been wild. It's been all over the place, but longer term, the trend has still been moving up. It looked like you were going to get in that bear zone right here. But instead of breaking lower, the market reversed and went higher. We had that rally alert, and then the bulls have been taking care of business ever since. But they're now at a resistance point around the 320 zone. It looks like Facebook is either going to punch through this with the help of the Nasdaq 100, or the bears are going to come in and sell it here. And if that happens, then 300, which is where their trend line support is, will be the target on a pullback here in the Facebook. Otherwise, the correction is over, and then this market's looking for new highs going to 335, maybe even 350. You're in the bullish zone here too, so Facebook is a crazy one. What about the U.S. bond market? Well, all the talk you've been hearing, and this market is still well below the trend line resistance. It looked like the market was going to get into the bullish zone when you came up here, but it failed at that test, and then it came up here again, failed again, came up again, looked like it was going to push through, and then collapsed yet again. Currently, the bulls are keeping things kind of leveled out at this point. The overhead trend line resistance is the initial target on this upward slow drift, but overall, massive price destruction in your bonds. This is the ETF, the TLT ETF, the bond ETF. So that means that as long as these bond prices stay muted to slightly lower, the yields are going to continue to be under pressure to rise. All right, just something to think about. What about Tesla? You've been hearing a lot about Tesla too, but look what we got here. We got Tesla in the 500s. Tesla was flirting with that $1,000 handle way back here. And now look, all those gaps I warned you about way back yonder, especially this one right here, which is right below 433. Well, guess what? It's looking like that's where we're going next to fill this gap way back here that was created on November the 17th of 2020. All right, so like I told you, gaps and pointers have to be reconciled at some point. All right, and this is what we're seeing with Tesla. All right, so bearish zone, had the rally alert buy signal, then you flip-flop, got the sell signal, and then you got that break, and then you got the reversal. Now we got a rally alert buy signal for tomorrow. Overhead trend line resistance at 650 is the initial target. But right now you're facing massive resistance at 600, and that's the spot where the bears likely will come in and defend and sell off any possible rally. Definitely check the dashboard for more information on how to go about that. What about ADA Cardano? Well, we got a crash alert sell signal for tonight into tomorrow's trading. Market failed here at the overhead trend line resistance. You are in the bearish zone. I'm looking for lower prices there. What about BNB? Well, BNB, same thing. Crash alert sell signal for tonight and tomorrow's trading. Looks like we're going to take out this bearish pointer here, and you are in the bearish zone there. What about the mighty Bitcoin? Well, we got a crash alert sell signal for tonight into tomorrow's trading. The last crash alert sell signal, we got no downside production. Signal was invalidated with the rally alert, got that upside production. Now the market's ready to give it all back and test and take out maybe this pointer. Weirdness, I tell you. Selling pressure, you're in the bearish zone. Look for cryptos to be in trouble. What about Dogecoin? Same thing. We got a crash alert sell signal for tonight into tomorrow's trading on the Doge. What about Ethereum? Well, Ethereum is trying to buck the trend. You got the rally alert buy signal from June 28th. Overhead trend line resistance around the 2400 mark is the potential target, but massive resistance is around the 23 handle. So it looks like maybe you have the possibility of this upward drift running out of steam. Bears just waiting to snipe it and jump in it. So watch your dashboard on that one for more information. Same thing with Litecoin. Litecoin has a crash alert sell signal for tonight and tomorrow's trading. Your bearish pointer is here, and that is your downside target. What about this Nasdaq 100? Is it going to help Bitcoin? I'm not Bitcoin, I'm sorry. The Nasdaq 100 is going to help Facebook. Well, here is another crash alert sell signal on the Nasdaq 100. Let's see if this one will pan out this time. We do have that crash alert for tonight into tomorrow's trading. The trend line way down here, south of 13,900, is the potential target, initial target on a pullback. So that is quite the whopper if we do get that sell-off that is having the high potential to come. And again, that's a crash alert sell signal. Here's Theta. Theta also has a crash alert sell signal for tonight into tomorrow's trading. The bearish pointer here is the target, and the one right here. So definitely look at your dashboard and follow those instructions. XRP Ripple, same thing, crash alert sell signal for tonight into tomorrow's trading. Be alert, ladies and gentlemen. What about energy? Well, crude oil had that crash alert sell signal. You got some downside production initially before back and fill. Now the market's just kind of drifting sideways. You're in the bullish zone, but the bears are keeping prices muted at this point. But you want to check your dashboard for more information on how to go about dealing with this right now and which side you should possibly be on. All right, taking a look here at silver. As you can see, the bulls are keeping the silver price elevated here, but still short of the bottom of the Kumo cloud and the overhead trend line resistance. Very interesting price dynamics happening. What about food? Well, check this out. Here is our rally alert buy signal on soybeans for June 28th. And then here we are today, massive rally. Overhead trend line resistance at 1450 is the initial target, but we do have tremendous resistance at the $14 mark. So keep that in the back of your mind. Well, what about the rest of the stock indices? Well, here's the Dow. All right, the Dow is finally starting to power up. All right, so it's a little lagging behind the Nasdaq 100, but as you can see here, it's now in the bullish zone and it's trying to do a little something. What about the Australian dollar? Well, Australian dollar's right here. Even though your price came down today, it's still in a spot where the bulls could, make it bounce from here. But the bears seem to be really holding a stranglehold on the Australian dollar, and it's looking like they could lose control between tonight and tomorrow. And that could spell more downside for the Australian dollar. Definitely check the dashboard for how to trade that. Also, take a look at the Canadian dollar. You're still under the auspices of the crash alert sell signal. You did get that initial downside production before a back and fill. And now all the market has done is move back into position for another sell. all right, for the bears to come in and sell this and bring prices back down inside of the Kumo cloud. However, the bulls are battling right here as well, because as you can see, they're keeping the market elevated. We're not really getting any follow through on any intraday pullback. So right now, this is looking like the bears are starting to lose this battle, and the bulls could come in and do something here. So really, I would say you got between tonight and Friday to see who's going to win this battle. Friday is going to be important on the close. And that's all we got time for tonight. Remember, smash that like button. And if you're not already subscribed, go to PulseWaveTrading.com so you can receive these PulseWave reports so you can put some money in your bank account. And what up to everybody in the live chat? What up, Tom and Mick? Hey, be encouraged, everybody. And remember, bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. So remember to take what you can and give nothing back. And I'm out. Peace.